Hello everyone, this is Robin Shockley with the Focus Forward with Robin on the go, and I'm here with the Michelle G. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Yes, we are here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Michelle decided to come meet me because I have not ever met her face to face.
Face to face.
This is so exciting. I was on her show. She has the Michelle G Show, Be Inspired. I was on her show a couple of years ago, right?
Yes.
And we've never met face to face, so this was a divine encounter.
Yes,
we had some coffee and some muffins, and we just did some little talking. But Michelle, I want you to tell us about what's going on in your life right now, because she has got something very exciting, and I was so thrilled just to hear the message about it.
Yes. I just published my first book, which is called Baggage Drop the Weight. And it's just basically talking about those things that we carry around that we don't necessarily always realize we're carrying. And it causes a lot of issues in our lives, like our past. We carry around things from broken relationships and, our children's bad decisions. We carry those things around as baggage. And what I decided to do through these 6 small chapters in the book, I talk about 6 different things. And what I did was I finally got to a point where I decided to drop my baggage and pack my luggage to live.
Wow. That is amazing. So tell us some of the topics that are discussed in your book.
Okay, I talk about baggage that we carry from our past. I talk about baggage that we carry from broken relationships. When relationships end, we end up carrying the baggage of what's wrong with me, and attached to that is insecurities, depression.
And it's not just about relationships with spouses or boyfriends or anything. It could be family, friends.
Because we have to realize that sometimes friendships go in different directions. It just, depends on where you are in your life, and friendships end, and their relationships as well. I talk about unforgiveness, carrying around stuff that the people have already gone and moved on, and you're still holding on to it.
The baggage
of it. And I talk about titles. I talk about the baggage that comes along with having titles. Those are just some of the things that I talk about in the book. It's not a long book. It wasn't meant to be long. It was just meant to be effective.
Wow. Well, tell us what stirred this in you to even to do the Be Inspired show. And then we'll talk about the book in a second. But tell us about that Be Inspired show that you do with Michelle G.
Okay. That came about because our mutual friend, Regina Sunshine Robertson, I was on her radio show when she was on the radio. She's on TV now. And she invited me, and she was just interviewing me. And then after the show, she said, "You should be doing radio." And I was like, what? And I said, I'm going to pray about
That's how Michelle, that's how Regina is.
That's the way she is. And I said, well, I'm going to pray about it. And she said, you pray about it, I'm going to call you in a week. And she called me in a week, and December 1st made 2 years. I've been on the Be Inspired with Michelle G show.
That is amazing. Regina did that with me too, actually. She's like, she would call me to help co-host and her radio show. And then when she started this thing with the Regina Sunshine Global Network, which actually I'm a media publicist for her, down in Douglasville, Georgia. And she said, Robin, you need to do your own show. You need to be on TV. You got it going on. You know the experience. You've been helping me. So she's been training me along the way. So I always talk about people that you're connected to and growing. So she's definitely a great connection to help you grow.
Great connection. I was in Douglasville this past Monday actually, on her show. So it's just been a great experience. And because of her, I now know Robin.
It's just amazing how we all connected. So you can go back and watch her show on the Regina Sunshine Global Network or Michelle Gerald's page.
On my page,
And you can watch the Regina Sunshine show, because you go in depth about your story and what the book's all about. But tell us a little bit how this book even got inspired.
It came about because I found myself being weighted, and people don't realize the things that we're carrying. It causes all kinds of stuff. It causes health issues, stress, and after the relationship ended with my 20-year relationship with my son's father, it was literally like some days I was walking around and could not breathe. I was carrying all of that, and I finally decided that, I said, Lord, I can't live like this anymore. So I began to seek him, and even after I had written the book, I was asking, Lord, why did I have to write this book? And I still found out up until 2 weeks ago that there were still some things that I was still carrying. And that lets you know that, even when you think it's done, it may not be done. And I had to realize that, God, I had to be the first partaker of the book. So all of those things are things that I've dealt with and that we often deal with. The opinions of people. And when you carry the opinions and thoughts of other people, it's literally like carrying another person. And how somebody feels about you and thinks about you is really none of your business.
Wow.
So I had to deal with all of those things, and I just put it in, God allowed me to put it in a book so that others can realize. And at the back of the book is actually like a journal. I provide a lot of pages for you to drop your baggage there.
Okay, so tell us, Michelle, how people can get in touch with you to get a copy of this book that's actually going to press next week, right?
Yes, it's actually in print now, and I will have it in hand next week. You can go to michellegee.bigcartel.com and order the book. Up until tomorrow, it'll still be on the pre-order sale of $10, but after that, starting on Saturday, it'll be regular price of $15. So you can go there and you can order the book. You can follow me on my Facebook page, Michelle Gerald, or my Be Inspired page. I'm also the operator and owner of Peace and Mixtures, because I'm a certified aromatherapist. You can also find me there as well.
Awesome. Well, what I would like for you to do is look into the camera, because somebody could be going through something. They need to know how to focus forward. That's what this is all about, helping impact somebody else to change a life. So say something positive to the viewer that's watching that can be impactful to them, to help inspire them to focus forward.
If I could say anything to encourage someone, I would say seek God for who He says you are. Amen. Don't look at the people. Don't worry about what people have said, what they've told you in your past. Focus on what God has told you you are, who He says you are, and then go forward. If you have to cut your circle small, cut your circle small. My circle is very small because I don't allow the door to be open to negativity. Yes. So just keep your eye on who God says you are, and remember that you can accomplish all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle, for taking this time to meet me in Myrtle Beach. I'm going through to visit another location to be on Focus Forward Robin on the Go, but I'm so excited. Remember, this is Robin Shockley with Focus Forward Robin on the Go. If you think a thing, you believe a thing. If you believe a thing, you will achieve it, just like my sister here is doing, Michelle.